Hello, Megan. How are you? Hi, Mary. God bless you too. Thank you. Yeah, David, I would hope so. I think you might be right. Because tomorrow's going to be a little more humid. Good to see you, Anna. Good evening, Debbie. And a good Monday evening to you. Bill Taylor here, Ken's 5 Digital Center. The final Monday night of summer, and Mother Nature did it right, squeezing in some of that summer heat. It was the third time this season, year, summer, however you want to call it, to hit 100. Only the third 100 of this year. And what's funny, you go back to 2020, we had 36 100s that year. So from last year's 36 to 3. Not bad. We'll take it, right? I've been great, Jasmine. What's up? How are you? Cooler is coming. It's right in time for fall, Jasmine, just for you. Good to see you. Hope everything's awesome. It was super hot. Yes, Kimberly. It was blazing hot. So the record here, look at this. We tied a record in San Antonio of 100. We broke a record in Del Rio of 102. Look at Pearsall and Cotulla highs today. 107, guys. 107. Hey, Ann in Somerset, Darlene, can't wait for this cold front, right? It's going to be so good, squeezing in the heat, right, Dondi? Absolutely. Karen Farmers, ready for the front, ready for the front. All right, so the record high today from 1947. So the last time it's been this hot on September 20th was, I'm not doing that math, but 1947. A long time ago. Haven't had a real autumn since the 90s, right, Megan? I know it. Gary, how are you? There's John Boyle in Cowboy Country. What's happening? Hey, Chris McCoy. Good to see you. Pearsall, yeah, 107. Wow. Now look at the average high. We should be at 89, and we're going 11 degrees above average. Adoria, can't wait for the front. Let's go. Oh, Big Mike, we got a cheesehead in the house. They're playing tonight. I think I saw that they were winning tonight, so good for you. Ready for fall weather, resting before I call it a night. Hi, Bernice. Here's to you. San Antonio and new to Cotulla. All right, Cotulla. It was hot. Holy smokes. It was 107 down there. Wow, 107. Yay, fall, so over this heat. Bill Taylor, I'm doing great, Gabriella, how are you? But even though, I mean, we're over the heat, even though, it was 100 today, it was only the third 100 of the year. That's really not that bad. All right, so here's the front that's going to be changing it all. You can see some cooler air, drier air for sure. So it's more of a dry front than it's going to be a cold front. I mean, we're definitely not going to be cold. But we will be, from 100, highs will be down into the mid-80s by Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Tomorrow's still going to be in the 90s because we'll probably get a high in before the front comes through. And so it's looking like, I think between about 4 and 6 p.m. that the front comes through tomorrow. We'll take a look at the wind shift, and that's sometimes a good indicator. Josiah, weather fan, what's going on? There's Somerset. Good evening, Virginia. Glad y'all are watching tonight. And whenever you change, by the way, whenever you're changing air mass like this, you're probably going to get some decent rain. So let's take a look at some rain chances. We all want some rain. And we're going to take a look, by the way, at a few different computer models. I know this first one we're looking at, I believe, is the NAM. Let's see what we've got here. And make sure before yep, it is. It's the NAM 3 kilometer. And we'll see what computer models agree with each other. NAM's pretty good model. Okay, so there's some good rains. Look at that. At 5 o'clock, east side a thunderstorm, down Highway 90, a couple thunderstorms, Hondo to Uvalde. So whenever you're changing air mass like this, you've got a risk of thunderstorms. I'm not looking at severe possibilities, but when you have thunderstorms in this kind of environment, it's possible. But a lot of the ingredients, what we look at is what's called convective area potential energy, the CAPE, okay? And that's relatively low, okay? CAPEs are low, and that's just gonna be the column of air and what's, how the dew points are going up, how the wind shear is going up, just the potential energy to produce severe thunderstorms, it's low. Okay, so the Cape levels are low heading into this event for tomorrow. But that doesn't mean we can't see thunderstorms, just non-severe thunderstorms, maybe some gusty winds with them. You can see that southeast for Goliad, Victoria, those are some pretty good downpours before the storms hit the coast. And that's going to probably be, look at that, it's 8:30, 9 o'clock on the coast. So it's a relatively quick moving front, okay? So that's what the NAM says. Let's see if the HRRR lines up with that. Now, sometimes the HRRR is a little more robust on storms, a little more robust in reality. So they bring in scattered showers, and there's some thunderstorms. 5, 6 o'clock. You can see out west for those of you in Uvalde. Brianna and Kyler, good evening to you. Glad you're watching. Near Del Rio and Brackenville, so hot. Yeah, Rebecca, absolutely. So no, the front's going to get everybody, and you guys, look at that. Speaking of Del Rio, Brackenville, good chance of rain out west at about, like I say, 4 or 5 o'clock, okay? Then look at that, right on top of the city. And again, keep in mind, the HRRR usually overdoes thunderstorms a little bit, so it shouldn't be as widespread or as intense, but it is possible, okay? And then it pushes everything south by 8:30, or I should say about, 8:30. So pure solid 8 o'clock. So timing's very similar. Timing's very similar with the HRRR. All right, let's look at the IBM, another good, reliable model, and see what it says. Where's my little scroll bar? Okay. So we're bringing in some showers. Boy, San Antonio north side doesn't see much of anything, and then it comes together south at about 4:30, 5:30, and moves down to the coast by 8:30. So yeah, it's really looking between 4 and 6, and it's going to be coming through tomorrow. RPM, 4 kilometers, one to look at as well. Oh, I did it again. Where is it? And a little thinner, not as much rain. So this is why we're going about 40% probability on tomorrow's rain. And you can see that's the thinnest, but the timing's about the same. So the timing has not changed on any model. 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, guys. Okay? And I think I stick with the HRRR. I like to show the, biggest potential, so we prepare for the worst and hope for the least, right? No, I don't think so, Lindsay. I think it'll be a thunderstorm or two possible, and we can't say 0% chance of severe, but it's not expected. The ingredients just aren't there. ¿Cómo estás, Letty? I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Any snow? That's a good question, Gwen. Hard to say, Now, the Farmer's Almanac is saying a big winter storm again. It's once in a while they'll get it right, but it's, basing it on trends, and, their long-range forecasting is not worth too much. I mean, because last winter's long-range forecast said we were supposed to have a mild, dry winter. We had one of the biggest Arctic outbreaks in years. Hayden, what's going on? Ready for the cool? Yeah, I feel it. I'm ready. Friday night is going to be great, Lauren in Helotes. Hope you have a great evening planned. It's going to feel good. What's up, Hayden? Ready for the cooler? Yes, I don't know about you, but I'm kind of getting tired of the bipolar weather, right? It's been that way for years. Hey, Timothy, ready for fall weather? Free AC from Canada, right? I wouldn't say the AC yet, Grant. It's just definitely going to be drier air for sure. Anna, it's hard to say. I mean, long-range forecast for winter's just not going to be worth a discussion at this point, to be honest with you, because it just doesn't sometimes pan out. All right, so I wanted to look for the Muggy meter, because this guy really tells the story well. Let's take a look at what kind of rain amount before we do that, okay? As we get to see that, we're not looking at very much, okay? You can see that the rain forecast calls for showers that would put down maybe 1/2 inch down towards Victoria and Goliad. as well as south of Del Rio around Eagle Pass tomorrow. There's the old monkey meter. So it looks like it's 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch across San Antonio. These will be quick moving downpours that aren't expected to put a whole lot on the ground or in the gauge. Oh, look at that. So very humid through tonight and early tomorrow, and then it drops out into comfy. So, and we stay comfy through Friday and Saturday. Definitely. That's going to feel good. We're using this tonight. That looks good. Because it is a big fall off. Hey, Chris, think any more activity in the Gulf? You know, what happens is now this time of year, once we get this first front through, storms really struggle getting into the western Gulf. The first front is typically the sign, right? The other thing that happens, now that fronts start going into the tropics and we're still within tropical season, the tail end of fronts can sometimes spin up some small areas of low pressure. Like once these fronts get out into the Gulf, into the Caribbean, and the tail end of these fronts like to stir up areas of low pressure that eventually become tropical cyclones. It's pretty common this time of year. And so we're going to be kind of watching for that now that the first front's going to be sent into the tropics. Going to Fright Fest on Saturday afternoon. Alicia, look out. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Fright Fest is at Six Flags Fiesta, Texas. It gets a little wild, so good luck. Good luck. Oh, let me show you what does happen with this front for sure. Winds will pick up. We're looking at gusty winds as early as Tuesday night, but for sure through Wednesday night. Okay, there they come. And once we get them, they stay gusty throughout all of Wednesday. And with that kind of dry air coming in and winds not dying down till about this time Wednesday night, like all day Wednesday is going to be a fire weather threat. You get those real big drop in dew points and then the winds pick up. That is the perfect ingredients and recipe for fire weather and wildfires. Cold front. Yeah, Sophia, tomorrow afternoon between 4 and 6, the front's coming through. So we'll say Wednesday is going to be about 20 degrees cooler than what we felt today. Maybe 15 to 20. Let's go with that. And it's going to be the dew points. That's going to be the nice big drop off. Dew points will plummet. Watch this graphic. I love this one. I mean, talk about a fall. It's like coming off a cliff from Tuesday into Wednesday. And we just stay in that nice, pleasant category. It's going to be really good. Loving it, loving it, loving it. So yeah, we should get a little bit of rain, but again, it's not expected to be very, very much, 1/4 of an inch. Tropics are not done. Look at this. We've got Tropical Storm Peter with winds of 50 miles per hour, west-northwest now at 14, but instead of heading towards Florida, going to take a hard right turn and not make a U.S. landfall at this point. Staying a tropical storm the whole way. Doesn't appear it'll strengthen into hurricane status, but staying a minimal tropical storm into Tuesday, Wednesday. And then to the right, see that bigger storm? Definitely. That is Rose, and it's a larger storm with winds at 50 miles per hour sustained. She's going to also take a good right turn and not make U.S. landfall. So these hurricanes doing exactly what we want them to do. They're serving their function, serving their role in the Earth's cycle of life, which is to transfer heat energy from the equatorial region of our planet to the poles, okay, because southern hemisphere storms and cyclones move towards the South Pole. Northern hemisphere cyclones will go to the North Pole. The king of all cyclones, the hurricane, is a massive heat energy transfer. Okay, so it's moving the warm water and warm air from the equator to the poles. I mean, if this didn't happen, the tropics would get hotter and hotter every year, and it would be out of control. Well, this transfer of heat and energy is a crucial process. It's how the Earth cools, okay? It's how the Earth cools. So this is the perfect scenario where it's serving its purpose and not making landfall. So we're cooling the Earth, and it's also not making landfall. It's awesome. So, good stuff. Sophia's got asthma. Sorry, 2 of my daughters have it. The heat affects me a lot, but not the cold. Yeah, so that's good news, right? I mean, this will feel really good for you. Tomorrow won't be as hot as today. I bet today felt rough, Sophia. I'm very sorry. Plus the fall elm. Guys, fall elm today, last Monday of summer, second to last day of summer, and fall elm is heavy again. This has been the case the last few days. If you've really been bothered, fall elm's the culprit. Ragweed's not helping, medium. Mold's medium as well. So, at least they're not all heavy, but heavy fall elms, a lot of people were affected today for sure. A lot of people affected today. All right, speaking of fall elm, the 7-day forecast has the first day of fall, aka the autumnal equinox on Wednesday. We celebrate fall. And here's the front right on time. I mean, isn't that awesome? Look at the mornings beginning Thursday and lasting through Sunday. I mean, mid-60s. And dry air. We won't see an east wind until Saturday. So that means dew points won't start coming back up until Saturday. It's going to be so awesome. So this front goes through, good dry air mass plows in, dew points will go half of where they are now. And that's why it's going to feel so pleasant. Windy through Tuesday night, all day Wednesday will be breezy. And then the winds, again, early Thursday could even be a gust or two, 10 to 15, but we should start seeing them die down for sure by Thursday afternoon. Again, rain chance 40% Thursday or Tuesday afternoon, Tuesday night. You're welcome, Sophia. God bless. Bill, seriously, cold front. Sylvia, what are you missing? What happened? That's all we've been talking about. So we got the front coming in 4 to 6 p.m. tomorrow, 40% chance of rain tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and then breezy, cooler, drier weather. Look at that, 85. So not cold, obviously not a blue norther. We use that term whenever it's just like a 20 degree, 25 degree drop that sustains. Like once we get that first front, that gets us in the 70s. But now that we get this first front through, it's going to feel good. The chance of a tropical system affecting the Texas coast really drops once we get the first front through and into the Gulf. They typically take right turns now towards Florida. Even if they get in the Gulf, they really struggle to get this far west now that we get the fronts moving in. So good stuff. Any rain from Medina? Yeah, absolutely. So Alicia, there should be a few showers tomorrow. Not many. Don't get too excited. Maybe a quarter of an inch if you're lucky. That's really all we're looking at. It's down to the south where rain could last a little bit longer, that they could get upwards of half an inch. We're not even expecting an inch of rain in any spots. So this is not going to be a big rain-making front. Kathy, missed you too. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It kind of goes good with the blues. I appreciate it, Kath. Jonah Cooney isn't a really cool project. It's a really cool project. Glue them to a canvas. Oh, what's going on? Granddaughter said she wanted to put crayons on the sidewalk to watch them melt to make a rainbow picture. Oh, that'd be so cool. Absolutely. So today was the day. I think tomorrow, they'll melt tomorrow, but then it's going to really struggle. That's going to really be tougher. Alma's loving it. Hey, how you doing, Kathleen? Wednesday night in Austin, Michelle. Oh, perfect. It's going to be fabulous because it'll be dry air. It'll be a nice breeze. Okay, might be a little breezy Wednesday night in Austin, but it'll be so comfortable outside. It's really, I mean, I'm telling you, do a lot of things outside the rest of this week and into the weekend. It's going to be fabulous, especially early in the morning. So fall, right on time with fall. It is just spectacular. Good stuff. All right, you know what time it is? As I look at my watch, okay. It's time that we check in with Julie. What's coming up tonight, Julie, on Eyewitness News at 10? Still working on the jingle? It's getting a little better.
A little bit, but still need some work.
Whoa, all right.
Tonight for Henry's report. He's going to be in the studio tonight.
Henry Ramos, who did First at 4 today. That was fun to have him in. That was kind of cool. Nice little treat. Little Henry Ramos on a First at 4.
So he did a great job. He also did a great job on his package, but the hundreds of state troopers helping at the border, they also need a place to stay, and so they're getting help.
Okay, so apparently this is kind of cool. Henry Ramos, all the DPS officers that are helping at the border need a place to stay. Not very many hotels out there. Apparently people are opening up their homes to DPS officers. Really cool gesture to those who serve. What else tonight?
We also have several reports.
Uh-oh. We also have several reports are coming in. They're coming in hot.
Beto running for governor.
Beto for governor again. Or not again. He ran for Senate. So now governor of Texas. Okay. Up against Matthew McConaughey. Is he going to run or not? Is that true? Right? The all right party. Has he like officially said or no? I don't. Did Abbott? I mean, have they filed? Like, is McConaughey filed to run? No.
Not yet.
It's just all chatter. And
Reports. This is what we're hearing.
that's what we're. Yeah, it's the scuttle. And then this beer. Okay, so I saw this already. Are we doing that story?
We are doing that story.
It's illegal in how many states?
15.
15? Is it legal in Texas?
I believe so. No, not in Texas. Not in Texas. It's being sold in Texas.
It's legal in Texas.
Yes.
Legal in Texas. It's a Sam Adams beer that's what? How much percent alcohol? It's like 28% alcohol. And it's what? Is it already for sale yet or no?
Not yet.
Not yet. Coming in October to a wow ice house near you. That's going to be insane.
McConaughey's undecided, but he's leading in the polls.
McConaughey, thank you, Ray Silva. McConaughey undecided, leading in polls. Wow. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up. We hope to see you on Ken's 5 Eyewitness News at 10. God bless you. Have a wonderful Monday night. We'll see you at 10.